entering a world of realization in extant infinite balance.
So infinite balance, giving you that energy from the cosmos to your centers, flows. We're here, so Lakeshore off of Windermere again. You know, the stamping grounds me walk upon. So right now, I'm gonna talk about the 3D, 5D split. If I never talk about it already. But I'm gonna talk about it while we're going for a jog. Right about now, here, so. Because right now, I'm gonna take advantage of the good weather. Because you never know when it's gonna be cold and when it's gonna be warm. So right now, talking about the 3D, 5D split. So just say, when you look at something, did you see something like a glitch? Kind of like a glitch in the Matrix. Two worlds. Thinking about that right now. Well, that's not precisely what the 3D, 5D split is. It's more about two worlds, different belief system. And let me break it down a little bit for you. So, with 3D now, basically, that is a world of fear, a world of control. And what we mean by that is, it's a world where people are waiting to be told what to do. People are complaining about the system. They want people to fix whatever it is they need to fix without them putting forth the effort themselves. It's a world of drama, a world of complaining about presidents, complaining about prime ministers, complaining about situations in life. Why I'm not living where I want to live. The reason why I'm living this is because of this. The reason why the life that I'm living is because of this. The reason why now the job that I have is because of this. Basically a world of fear, confusion, blame, as opposed to 5D. Where 5D is more of a love, tranquility, knowing that for the most part, whatever you put your mind to and you keep believing in it, that will come into fruition. Again, it's not something that you're gonna meditate to and expect it to come down upon you. You have to do some work. It's like the 80-20 rule. But anyway, comes for that. You know, say, for instance, when it comes to presidents and prime ministers, they know say that you are your own president, you are your own prime minister, you have your own reality tunnel that you can make with whatever way you want to make it with. They know say you need to at least put some effort in what you want. You put that little bit of effort, then you tell the universe to help you with the rest. The universe will gladly do that. And that's basically how the two go. But also in the two realities now, how in 3D they have the past the future, the present. And some people may be thinking, what is that? If that's a negative or a positive. I'll tell you why it can be a negative. Because a lot of people talk about, in the future I will, or in the future this will happen. They're never about the present moment. They live in the past. They complain about the past. They complain about what will happen in the future, possibly. So basically with that, it's bringing down a whole frequency, a whole octave if you want. If you're familiar with The Simpsons and Principal Skinner, it's like going down a whole peg. Now, before we continue on, take a look at this. Beautifully. So anyway, we're 5D now. 5D. Past, future, present is in one fluidity. You can see everything one time. You know, say everything you do in the present reflects the past and the future. So you're not worried about the past, you're not worried about the future. Because you know, say you're making everything in the present to represent those two other parts. Now, may I mention this right now? Because 2025 is, when it comes to energy, it's a very, very special time. Full moons, lunar eclipse, partial solar eclipse that's happening, spring equinox, which also brings a good example of how 5D occurs, because the spring equinox on a rare occasion is happening in between two eclipses, lunar, solar. So that in a way represents 5D on how it's fluid, because in the middle of spring represents growth. So you're starting growth right there, son. You know, so the growth is going to represent that partial lunar eclipse, but also fragment back to that lunar eclipse where everything was more or less dormant. It's a whole special occasion with this 5D, 3D split for the star souls, for the star seeds. Star seeds in particular. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna separate it, just say star seeds. It's a great awakening. And when I say that, whatever goal you're focused on, so you're focused on, I believe that's a kite, maybe wrong. But anyway, whatever goal, whatever dream that you have, now is the time to put all that into effect, to put whatever blueprints you want to put down, whatever the chaos is, do it now, so you can transform that into everything that you want to manifest in life. Because right there, son, positivity will ring, positivity will climb, the frequency will get higher, the aura will get stronger. And just the energy itself will magnify. 3D. Again, the thing that people focus on when they're in 3D, fear. And it's healthy to have fear, but when you make it linger, that's when disease happens. And that's about what the people I talk about when they're in 3D. That's the type of situation that people are in. In 5D, they had that, they don't make it linger. They notice it, they feel it, they move on to make themselves prosperous. Take another look here. Another good analogy about that 3D is always a step-by-step process. Meaning, just visualize yourself with a sheet, and on that sheet is a step-by-step of what you need to do to get to where you want to get to, as opposed to 5D, where it's not a step-by-step sheet but a blueprint, meaning that you have the blueprint of what you want your goals to be, but how you get there is a different story. It could be making a left turn, making a right turn, going straight, going up, going down, anything like that. 3D, 5D split, spirituality, star souls, star seeds, or light workers. This is a tremendous time right now, 2025. I talked about awakening. What's more, you figure out that the people that was in your lives before, that they no longer serve you. You also notice that you need to make a decision with what direction you want to go, with the people holding you back. Are you gonna let them hold you back? Are you gonna let them dictate on what you want in life? Or are you gonna go for whatever goal you have and whatever dream you have? There's a saying that Steve Harvey said that I heard of that brings a lot of credence of what's going on right now, and that some people deserve your absence, and which is so true. If you can avoid the negative people, avoid them, scorch them completely. But I know say some of the people that are pushing you in a certain way, their loved ones, family members, and they have to be not immediate, but more maybe secondary. You can take your time, visit them every so often. Now the difficult part is if the person that's holding you back is a husband or a wife, or if you have a family with kids and such. And I'm gonna keep it real. How do I say? 100. And like I said that, that's a tough decision. And it takes a strong person to make that decision when they have family. The read said, well, we read them now know that Buddha, he made the ultimate sacrifice when he was a billionaire, and by these times would probably be a trillionaire. And when Lee said there's a coyote, but anyway, look at this. They're the same about coyotes. When you see them in the broad daylight, nobody go next to them because they don't happen much. Probably diseased or something like that. Yeah, so anyway, going back to what we are talking about, 3D, 5D split. See, that's a good example of fear right there. So, as you see what I did, me just run past no fear because me know say me protected. There's one thing about animals, whether they're diseased or hungry or whatnot, if for the most part 99.999% of the time, if they see that a human is not a threat, or they don't have no food that they want, anything like that, they're not going to threaten you. But you see a lot of people there, looking back there, a good example of 3D. People instantly in fear, and people that just don't care. And when I say don't care, but they know that nothing will happen to them. Which brings me to another one. When it comes to 3D, 5D split, it's not like it's gonna be two different worlds that are apart from each other. This could be in one. But what's very interesting is the people that are in 5D, they're gonna be seeing life differently. They're gonna be seeing life.
Choose the blue pill. Go to bed. Wake up. Have a blessed day. And let society control your reality. Take the red pill. Control your own reality. And now show you how the rabbit hole goes.